Welcome to the Modern Savvy CPA, where financial expertise meets the cutting edge of digital age. I'm Sherron, your host, a certified public accountant, here to guide you through the intricate web of numbers and regulations, offering a fresh perspective of the ever-evolving world of finance. Accounting was one of those professions that you did not have to have a master's to be able to making back your money. Engineering is another profession like that. I mean, they're depending on your profession, that or the profession that you're seeking, that's how you're going to learn your future earning potential. You might have to go to school for 8 years, 10 years, 4 years, 2 years. All need to be involved in the cost of what your degree is in. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. When you start thinking of debt, believe it or not, with your student loan, you are starting to build your credit. If your parents were not putting you on their credit account to start building your credit already. So you want to make sure that you understand credit and how important good credit is. Understand a credit score. Teach your teenagers learn about your credit score. What is involved in a credit score? You know, it's 35% your credit history, 35% and how much credit you have. You need to look at the breakdown. Understand how your credit score can help you. A credit score can help you in today's society on your utility bills, on even if you have no debt whatsoever with credit cards, no mortgage, no consumer debt outside, whatever. Credit card helps you when you're renting. Credit helps you when you're renting. They look up your credit. They want to know if you have good credit. Your utilities, your cable bill, your phone bill. If you don't have good credit, then these things can cost you a lot more than what you think. Opening a credit card is a responsibility. Having a credit card is not an extension of your income. It's a vehicle that you use. When my teenager asked me how often he should pay his credit card, I told him, pay your credit card when you get paid, because he used it for everything. So he can track it. Pay your credit card when you get paid, because you have a certain amount of money allocated. Pay your credit card when you get paid. You know, the good thing that parents can do is they can add a child on as a user, an additional user, to start building their credit. I started adding my 14-year-old, both of my kids, on when they were 14. Now that I give them the credit card right away, I didn't. But they were on there as an additional user. Once in a while, I let them charge certain things, and that's when it started to build their credit. You know, understanding about wealth. Teenagers, the world is very challenging. So teenagers and high schoolers, the worlds are very challenging. When you're in high school, you're almost an adult. There's so much opportunities out there for you to create entrepreneurship, for you to understand your financial future, for, to understand how you can start a business, what opportunities are out there for you if that's what you're looking at. You want to make sure that you're understanding, what it is that you need to do to be one of the focus of your wealth building. Soon as you are learning about money, you should be focused on wealth building. You need to make sure that you understand that. I know some teenagers who are able to buy, or some high schoolers, when they start getting into college, they've saved up much money when they're able to buy somewhere, and they have a mortgage and they get a roommate to help them pay the mortgage. They're building their wealth. They're starting to build their wealth there. If you learn financial literacy this young, this is a chance for you to be able to manage the principles in your own life. So you want to be able to do that. It's important that you learn financial literacy as a young person, as a teenager, as a high schooler, as a college student. The main thing with high school is learning about debt. How does debt affect you? Your number one good debt is your student loans. How will that affect your future? How does that affect your future lifestyle? Because if you are not weighing your student loan debt against your potential future earning, you are you're going to let that dictate your lifestyle in the future, because it's going to be a part of your budget in the future if you are not watching it. So you need to make sure that you understand how to build a budget, how to invest, how to have side hustles if those are the things that you're interested in. You know, you want to make sure that you learn as much about money as possible, and so you can better understand how to manage it, how to control it. The more financial literacy that interest you take in financial literacy, the more you will understand. Financial literacy matters to children at every age, starting from 3, moving on to their life journey. Financial literacy is a journey. It's a critical topic that we should be talking to our kids again from a young age. It is not something that we quote unquote think we're having them worried about. If you don't teach if you give your kids that one fish, they're going to eat for a day. Remember the story from the Bible? If you teach them how to fish, they are going to be able to fish for life. So that's always my goal, my target. Remember, teenagers, remember your parents can teach you as much as possible, and they can show you the way, they can give you the financial literacy tools, but it is up to you to develop the correct money mindset from what they're teaching, to engulf everything that they're teaching to you, because you are your own person. And what I am learning and what I have learned, when my children were little, I had total control over most of the things that they do. When they start becoming adults, no matter what I teach them, no matter how much I try to instill certain values in them, it is still up to them to take those things and make use out of it. Take what they're learning from me, what they've learned from their family, their parents, their other family members, their school, and what are they doing with them? Well, this is also important aspect of financial literacy. Is something that you need to take from what you're learning and instill and put those things to work. If you have learned all these things from your parents, then that is great. You need to put it to work. No matter how much that they've taught it to you, if you are not using the tips that they've taught you, learning, using the critical skills that they teach you about money, then it is up to you. No one can help you when you, at a certain age, you have to start owning up to what it is that you need to understand and use the right skill. If your parents have not taught you, there is a vast world out there of information and learning about financial literacy. And one of my goals is to make sure that I am able to tap into that gap that we have about financial literacy and try to make the gap a little smaller, so that our kids and our future children are going to be able to take control of their money and not have money control them. This is the Modern Savvy CPA, again with another hot topic. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, feel free to give me a follow to get updated on new and upcoming episodes, and listen in every Tuesday and Thursday, where I teach you smart money habits so you can make better money choices with a financial goal focus.